Hey there, welcome back. Or maybe if it's your first time, welcome. Playing Pokemon Rising Ruby. It's another Drayano hack. If you know what that is, it's basically just like a difficulty hack for the base game. So this is obviously a mod of Pokemon Omega Ruby, but it's meant to be a bit more difficult, and also a lot of Pokemon's stats are changed. It's gonna explain right here. Welcome to Rising Ruby and Sinking Sapphire. My name is Drayano. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch. Okay, I thought he was going to explain a bit farther, but the point of this hack is a lot of Pokemon's stats are changed, and as well as some typings and even their movesets to make them a bit more usable. So even like certain trash Pokemon, like you probably think of a Delibird as complete trash, which normally it would be, but in this game it would actually learn good moves, it would have good stats, it would be a good Pokemon. So this is meant to make almost every Pokemon usable in some way. So no matter what I get, it should be good, but that also means that no matter what I fight, their Pokemon will be strong as well. So that, in addition to a lot of important trainers actually having 6 Pokemon and big teams, and then gym leaders having Mega Evolutions and stuff like that, will make the game a lot harder and a lot more fun, in my opinion. So yeah, I've played a ton of these Drayano hacks so far. I'm almost done with all of them. The last one I have after this is Omega Fire Red. But if you want to see more of that, just go to my channel. I've already done a bunch of them, like Renegade Platinum and Sacred Gold. This will be similar to those, except this is a Gen 6 hack, so you know, it'll have those Gen 6 things like Fairy type and Mega Evolution that I'll actually get to play with this time. I don't know why I had to think about my name. I actually don't know what starter I'm going to pick. I probably should have chosen that beforehand so I wouldn't have to think about it, but I don't know, we'll see. Tons of abilities are changed too. I'm pretty sure the starters will have their hidden abilities, and that means Mudkip gets Damp, Torchic gets Speed Boost, and then I think Trico's Unburden, I believe. He usually gives them their hidden abilities at least. And if you want to know everything that's changed, you can just look up the game yourself, and the documentation is on the internet, and you can see all of the different stat changes and moveset changes that are present in this game if you are curious. So yeah, we just basically have to go through the intro. It's the normal game, so I don't really feel the need to to linger on this too much. But the only thing that's really different are the battles. So we're gonna speed through this a little bit. Hello. Yep, we just moved into Hoenn, and we get to stay in our hometown for 10 minutes before we go on our adventure. I like that we don't even get settled down, we just show up in this new region, take a Pokemon, and leave immediately. It's kind of weird doing Rising Ruby now, because I'm currently doing a Soul Link with Seam the Bean. That's Emerald, so I'm basically doing 2 Hoenn playthroughs at once. But it was either this or Omega Fire Red, and after playing Sacred Gold and also Let's Go Pikachu and stuff like that, I'm all Kanto'd out, so I wanted to do this first. We were in Kanto for quite a long time in Sacred Gold, and I don't really feel like doing Kanto again. Okay, thank you. So we just have to go to May's house, and then we can just go get our starter. I didn't really have any precedence for what starter I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna pick Torchic because my last 2 playthroughs of the game I picked Trico and Mudkip, so I want to rotate. I've played through Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire so many different times, so I've picked every starter at least once, so you know, it doesn't make that much of a difference to me. I do know that Sceptile's typing is actually changed in this game. It's actually a Dragon type, so it'll learn Dragon type moves as it levels up, which is kind of cool. So that makes me kind of want to go with Trico, but oh god, oh no. Don't crash. Thank you. I haven't played with Citra in a while, so hopefully it's stable. I don't want anything to die on me. I'll have to save fairly often, just... yeah, for reasons like this. I think it's just the cutscenes that are breaking it. It doesn't seem to like loading between these different cutscenes. One nice thing I can do with Citra is raise the graphics a little bit, which I did, I think. That's why it's not as pixely as normal, because it doesn't quite look like 3DS graphics right now. Well, it does, but like slightly better. So that might be ruining it, because I think that might break the cutscenes a little bit. So I might have to mess with that a little bit. So if it looks better or worse within the next couple episodes, that's just me messing with the settings. I'll try to keep it as consistent as possible, but in the early stages right now, it'll probably be a little bit laggy. Battle effects, yep, okay, cool. It also doesn't like these menus. Can you stop freezing? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and save right now. Oh god. Don't crash on me, please. Okay, I think I will go with Torchic, though, just because I haven't picked Torchic in a while. Yeah, so this is the game that has Mega Evolution, so there are plenty of Pokemon that will be really good now that I can use them. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this, because this constant freezing is gonna be an issue if it happens a lot. I think it's just these cutscenes and, like, special areas, like the starter selection screen, that is messing with it. Alright, Torchic. Oh god. Okay, after this battle, I'm gonna save and restart and see if I can fix this. Yeah, this is a problem. Alright. Don't worry, it'll be fixed in a couple minutes. I just have to beat this Torchic first so I can save. Alright, please be a good nature. It's Blaze, that's not Speed Boost. Okay. Oh no. Is it gonna move? I don't think it is. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna restart this, and I'm gonna fix this problem. Okay, I'm back. Unfortunately, I couldn't fix the problem. I just beat the Torchic, because I was in the process of testing everything. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get rid of the little stutters here and there when I enter certain areas and when I open my bag. It's not, I don't think it's my computer, that's why I just turned the graphics back up, because it wasn't really changing the stutter time anyway, and I'd rather have the game look good. So, like, it's probably gonna lag here and there when I open my Pokemon, but that's just because this, the emulator's not completely stable, so it'll stutter here and there, and that's something I'm just gonna have to deal with, I guess. But it's not too bad. See, like, when I enter this, it doesn't lag there. Which I guess shouldn't really be that much of an achievement, but, you know, at least it's definitely playable, so it'll just be one of those quirks. Hopefully I can fix it. If you have any ideas on how I can fix it, then please tell me in the comments. Anyway, I named it KFC. This one is Speed Boost. This is like the 6th Torchic, because I kept having to restart, so, and I didn't really feel like restarting again. So, I just settled with this one, and this one has a Speed Boost, so that was one other reason why I didn't want to restart again. Not that I was trying to reset for Speed Boost, but, like, you know, I'm on Speed Boost now, so I might as well not go back. Yeah, it has Ember, Scratch, and Growl, and it is, what's that nature? Naive? Yeah. So, that's cool. Upspeed my special defense. Yeah, it'll freeze like this when I close my summary sometimes, but nothing I can really do to stop that right now. I'm just gonna finish this episode, and if I can look up anything else that might help me fix this, then I will. Yeah, this isn't our encounter yet, because the Nuzlocke hasn't started. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this. Oh, now it's lagging during battles. It wasn't doing that before. This doesn't count as the encounter yet, because the Nuzlocke hasn't started. It doesn't start until you get your Pokeballs. So, like I said, there's tons of different Pokemon, and every Pokemon's in this game, so it should be, you know, of the routes will have a lot more variety than they usually do. Alright, let's see if I can fix this. Because this is starting to really bother me. Only 2 battles in. Yeah, see, there's not normally Hoot here. Let me just go ahead and get to Oldale and save in the Pokemon Center, and then I'll try once more to fix this. Oh, it's Hypnosis. Good thing I missed. Hoot wouldn't even be a bad encounter, honestly. I do know that he changed Noctowl into a Psychic type in this game. And I actually do like Noctowl. I just wish it wasn't such a bad Pokemon normally. It's also going to be impossible to grind if each wild battle takes that long. Wow, thank you for teaching me what a Pokemon Mart is. We can't get Pokeballs yet, we have to fight May first. It's not that big a deal. And then I can get my encounter on Route 101, Route 102, and Route 103. But before that, I want to see if I can at least mitigate this problem a little bit. Because everything else is running fairly smoothly. Just going into battles is sometimes stuttery, and that's kind of the most important part, so yeah, one sec. Okay, so unfortunately, I looked around a bit, and I couldn't really find any real fixes, so we're still gonna have that little stutter when I open my party or bag or stuff like this, or even when I start a battle, but unfortunately I couldn't even slow it down a bit, so it seems to be an issue with the emulator, not necessarily my computer, but yeah, so I just turned the graphics back up because it wasn't making a difference anyways. I was literally counting how long it took me between each loading time to see if it would make a difference. It doesn't. So yeah, we're still going to have this kind of lag before some battles. Hopefully it will be fixed shortly, but I don't think there's much that I can do personally to stop it from happening. So yeah, we're just kind of stuck with this. That's okay. It's not so terribly bad that like it's unplayable, because the rest of the game is still runs pretty smoothly, so you know it shouldn't be that much of an issue. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's just fight May so I can get my first encounter. I want to get the first 3 encounters this episode before I end this. I like how they showed us the lake from the opening cutscene. That was a nice addition to this route. I don't know if this was actually supposed to be the area, but it's nice that they put the little lake there. So yeah, it's just really the start of battles that are going to be like this, but yeah, as soon as the battle actually starts, it should be fine. Of course, she has Mudkip, which might actually be a problem for me later in the game when she has Mega Swampert, but for now, hopefully KFC can just fight this. He's level 6. Yeah, this is the first trainer we get to see that has, like, stronger Pokemon. She shouldn't have Water Gun still, but, you know, it is a threat that she's level 6, I guess. This battle's not like other rival battles. In old games, when you have a rival battle, if you lose, if the game moves on, you don't have to actually win, but for May, you have to win. The next one should kill, I think. Hopefully it does, otherwise. Because it might be on 1 health. Nope, it kills, okay. If it didn't, I'd have to come back here. Losing wouldn't matter that much because the Nuzlocke hasn't started, but I would probably lose money. Yeah, it's just a little bit of loading time. It's not completely awful. It was a good battle, thanks to the heal. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so all we have to do now is go back to Little Root and get the Pokeballs from Professor Birch. So I don't even know what Pokemon are actually on the routes. Like I said, like we saw, there was a Hoot on Route 101, there was a Mankey on Route 103. So what is here is way different than normal. But hopefully I still get something good. No matter what, it should be okay. I just need, like, diverse types. I got a Pokédex. Thank you. Okay, great. Now we can get our first encounter. So actually, I think we can get 4 Pokemon here, because I know there's a static encounter coming up shortly. It's when May teaches you about the Dex Nav. There's the Poochyena. Since that spawns in everyone's game, that technically counts as a static encounter. Not even technically, it is a static encounter. So if anything, the only thing I hope I don't get on Route 101 is a Poochyena, just so that it's not dupes. Oh my god, go away, I know how to catch Pokemon. Because the Dex Nav basically lets me choose encounters, I'm not gonna count it. I could use it to just, like, search for certain Pokemon, but I'm not gonna do that. So if I see any Dex Nav encounters, except for the one that's coming up shortly, because that one's guaranteed and it's static, I'm not gonna count them. We're just always gonna go into a random battle to get our actual catchable encounter. Of course. Of course. I said that I didn't want this, and, well, the game had to provide it. It's fine. That just means I don't get the Poochyena static encounter. I don't want to Ember it again, just in case it burns it and kills it, so we're just gonna throw a Pokeball. Actually, I don't even know why I damaged it. Route 1 has 100% catch rate. So I'll show you what I mean by the static encounter, even though I'm not going to catch it. I mean, actually no, I think I still will. It does count as dupes, but dupes is optional. And it is a free static encounter that I shouldn't pass up. It just means I'll have 2 Poochyena. Let's see, what do I name this? I'm gonna name it Grace. Because that's my cousin's dog's name. I know Poochyena's not really a dog, because hyenas are closer to felines than canines, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. I mean, Poochiana is kind of more like a dog than an actual hyena, right? So, even though it's technically actually supposed to be a hyena, but it looks more like a dog. Wait, how do I sneak again? Alright, so yeah, this is the Poochyena I was talking about. It spawns in everyone's game, so it counts as a static encounter. This is just to teach you about how the Dex Nav works. It has an egg move, either Thunder Fang, Fire Fang, or Ice Fang, to teach you that Dex Nav Pokemon have egg moves. But like I said, this does count. Hopefully it has Ice Fang, that'd be the most useful one. I don't really need to have Fire Fang since I already have KFC. Okay, I'm gonna name this one Freddy, because that's my dog's name, and it looks like him, because he's a small black dog. He's a poodle. Okay, yeah, so we do have 2 blue Drayano, but that's okay, I'll just put one in the box. Actually, no, I have no reason to do that, let's just keep both with me. Just in case I have to sack one. Alright, let's see. So this one is Runaway, and they're both Runaway. But it has Ice Fang, nice. It's my special attack up defense, which is pretty good. Alright, so I'm obviously going to use Freddy because he has Ice Fang and not Tackle. I'm not going to train it up just yet. Let's just get our next encounter first. This stutter between battles is really annoying, but I'm sorry, it's just gonna have to be dealt with. A Lillipup, wow, that's not what I want. I mean, Statlin's a great Pokemon, but it's just a normal type, and I saw Mankey here, so I'm kinda disappointed. But like I said, there were tons of stat changes in this game, so... I mean, Statlin was already a good Pokemon, but like, I'm talking about Mightyena specifically. Mightyena should be a lot stronger than it used to be, and it should be a lot more usable. I don't know what Runaway turns into. I think Quick Feet or something. Which is fine. And now we have another dog Pokemon. I'm trying to think of another name for it. Let's go with Buster. That's another of my friend's dog's names. Just gonna keep with that theme if I find any more dog Pokemon. I bet the next thing I find is gonna be a Growlithe. Alright, great. Vital Spirit. Does that become Intimidate? It might actually. Or maybe it just stays as Vital Spirit. Either way, it's an okay ability. Not being able to be put to sleep is always nice. Okay, we have one more encounter, and then I'll probably fight the first trainer, and then I'll move on. Okay, what do we get on Route 1 of 2? This is 1 of 2, right? Yeah. Wurmple, that's fine. I mean, I guess. I'll just evolve it and see what I can get. It's already level 6, which is nice. Hopefully it's a Beautifly, because Beautifly is a lot better. I know that, Dustox's stats are made to be, like, a tank, but Beautifly is, like, very high special attack, very high speed in this, so that'd be nice. And it might even get Quiver Dance. If it lives long enough to get Quiver Dance, let me say that. And it already has Electro Web and Bug Bite, which is really nice. I think I'm going to try to train this up first, because I can try to get... I want to see if it turns into Cascoon or Silcoon. Let's give it a Growl, actually. I'll keep Sand Attack. It's kind of annoying that I don't know what it's going to be, because now I have to think of a name for it first. Let's go with... Let's go with June. I kind of like that name. I don't know why for it. For some reason I feel like that would work either way. Hopefully I actually get a Beautifly, because every single time I get a Wurmple in any game, it always evolves into Dustox. I've had like 2 Beautiflies in my entire... every time I've used a Wurmple, and every time I use a Wurmple is like 20 times. So I've played this game so many times. Okay, I'll just train up the Wurmple first. Let's lead with it, and then I can... I want to try to get to level 7. It's only 1 level anyway, and it's holding something. Shield Dust, it is holding a Pepper Berry. I'll just let it keep the Petra Berry. Up special attack, which would be really nice if it was a Beautifly. It'd be nice no matter what, actually. But it'd be better if it was a Beautifly. You can do it. Just the first trainer should give me level 7, I think, right? I always loved them at Ruby after Sapphire. I think they were almost the perfect remakes. Like, they're very close to being ideal remakes, like almost as good as Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But they just dropped the ball by not putting the Battle Frontier in. If they put the Battle Frontier in, these would have been the best Pokemon games ever. Level 7, that's actually really high. I think it's 3 Pokemon. I don't want this to have huge power, so we're gonna swap just in case he does. Tons of Pokemon's movesets have changed, so even Bunnelby might have like a ground type move already. Yeah, probably not, because it's only level 7, but I still want to be careful. Okay, no, he's just going for agility. That works. Let's see how much this gives to Wurmple. It should be about half of its XP. I don't think it'll level up. We're just gonna go back into Wurmple, center it. See, this is already apparent how different the trainers are gonna be compared to the regular game, because this is the first trainer. They're level 7, and he already has 3 Pokemon. Like, even if I just had Torchic right now, I think this would be a pretty difficult battle. But Knight should be way more. That did a decent amount. Let me actually use Electro Web, because that'll make me faster than him next turn. Oh, will we Speed type? Well, we're not Speed type now. I should have been careful. He might have had Quick Attack. I'm pretty sure Sentret gets Quick Attack pretty quickly. Oh wait, no, that's Rattata. Rattata gets Quick Attack at level 4. And Zigzagoon. Alright, now that we're level 7, we can switch. I want to try to get KFC leveled up a bit more, just so that it's high enough to protect me from dying to these trainers, because these trainers are actually pretty strong right now. I'll also try to train up Freddy, the Poochyena, with Ice Fang. Okay, nice. Please be a Silcoon. Come on, I'm crossing my fingers. I just want Silcoon for once. I always thought a random evolution was such a bad evolution method. What? June's evolving. I just really want to have Beautifly for once. It's Silcoon. That's Cascoon. Never mind. Oh no, that is a Silcoon. I'm just colorblind. Oh yeah, because I have, my color is a little bit weird on my second monitor, and if I look on the second monitor, it looks a bit purple. I need to fix that. That's actually kind of an issue. I didn't even notice that the color was slightly different. Harden. No. We have good moves already. Sweet. Okay, cool. We actually have a Silcoon. I'm gonna try to focus on training to up Silcoon to get a Beautifly, because that would be really helpful to have right now. Because like I said, since all the stats are changed so that certain Pokemon are a lot stronger, in order to make them stronger, Beautifly has to be on par with a lot of other fully evolved Pokemon. So I'm gonna have a Pokemon with the stats of like a fully evolved Pokemon, but at level 10, which would be very helpful for me. Okay, I guess that's it for this episode. We'll be back next time. And I should be able to finish fighting the trainers on Route 102, and then get to Pelberg at least. And then I have a few more encounters coming up too. So yeah, if you want to see more, just subscribe and like, and keep watching. Bye.